Hello everyone, welcome to this lesson. My name is Anna, you're watching English Like a Native, and today we are talking in the present tense. So we're going to be covering a little bit of grammar, which if you know me and you've seen many of my videos, I don't normally talk about grammar, but today hopefully we're going to do it in a very basic way. Okay, so we're talking about the present tense. This was set up specifically at this time because of my wonderful patrons. So Eric, are you with me? Patrons, are you with me? And you'll notice I'm wearing a different colour today, which is unusual. You know, I normally like to wear red. So, how are you? How are you feeling? What time is it with you? Hi, Eric. Oh, you like all colours. All colours are good for me. Thank you so much. Now, this was meant to be a patron-only session, but because I only had one patron, dear Eric, only one patron who had given me the thumbs up to say that he was going to be joining me, I thought I would open it up to everybody. From next week, though, the patron-only sessions will be patron-only sessions, even if it's just one person. So, Eric, maybe me and you will end up having a private lesson. You never know. If you are interested in what I'm talking about, patrons, what's this all about? This is a special place where people who want to become supporters of this channel can go. And for supporting this channel and helping me grow and helping me provide more better quality material for you guys, they also get rewarded. So they have access to all my videos early. Some of them have Skype calls, some of them join me on my WhatsApp group, some of them, what else do they have? Some of them can decide which videos I make next. Some of them can appear with me in videos. Oh, I have a couple of patrons here. Excellent. Good. So those of you who are my patrons, thank you so much for your support. It helps me so much. I can't tell you how much it actually makes a difference. This is my job. This is all I do. So your help is my wages. So thank you so much. If you are interested in becoming a patron, there is a link in the description box below, along with lots of other goodies for you. So let's get started. If you are here, then please click the like button and let's tell everybody that you're having a wonderful day so far, that you're happy. Where are you watching from? Turkey? Where else? Istanbul in Turkey. Wonderful. I've been there a few times. Who else have we got? Italy. Ciao. Buongiorno. Ukraine. Hello. Happy Friday. Do you have that Friday feeling? Do you know what I mean by Friday feeling? A Friday feeling is how you feel on Friday, because in the UK and I'm sure in many countries, Saturday and Sunday is our time off. So to have a Friday feeling is to feel excited in anticipation for the weekend ahead. Hola in Spain, hola. Hello Morocco, Algeria, Brazil. So let's get started. If you're new here and you've never seen me before, please press the subscribe button. I provide lots of English lessons and videos and help for you guys, so press subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. All right, so let's talk generally about now, about the facts, about our habits. I'm not going to bang on about, to bang on is to go on, is to repeat. I'm not going to bang on about rules and about titles for certain words, because natives don't know grammar rules. They subconsciously know how to form sentences, but they don't know grammar rules. We don't know what present, perfect, simple, continuous, all these words. We don't use these words. We don't know these words. We don't learn these words. So let's just talk in general, okay? So I'm going to talk about myself, and I want you to do the same. So, who am I? Generally, And we're talking about facts here. So what are the facts now? What are generally the facts that will not change, that's always the same? I am Anna. I am Anna. Who are you? Tell me. I am. Who are you? Another fact is, and it's true, you might not believe it, but it's true, I am a woman. Oh, no, I'm not women. I'm a woman. I'm a woman. I haven't had any coffee this morning. That's the problem. I am a woman. So, who are you? I am also English. That is a fact. That will not change. All these are facts. They are true of all time. I am Anna. I am a woman and I am English. Tell me about you. Tell me some facts about you. And of course, we would always use I am, or we can shorten it to simply I'm, which many people do. I'm. So I'm Anna, I'm a woman, and I'm English. Okay, good morning in Tunisia. So, what would you say? I am Tunisian. We've got I am Olha. I am a woman. And I am Ukrainian. I'm David. I am a photographer. Lovely. I'm Kavita from India. Very good. I'm a dancer. Oh, lovely. I'm a boy. Good, Thomas. I am Omar. I am a nice man. Good. Okay, so generally, you are a nice man. Lovely. Claudia, I am a nurse. Or I'm a nurse. Good. Kavita, I am a cute girl. Cool. Nadia, I'm Moroccan. Good. Puhli, I'm a tour guide. Make sure when you put I'm that you put the apostrophe. So you don't want it to be spelt like that. You must have the apostrophe. I'm a tour guide. I am Michok. I am a man and I am Thai. Hello in Italy. Hi, Francesco. I am a doctor. Lovely. I'm a student. So Nazra, I'm a student. I am a student. I'm good at writing. I am good at writing. Good. I'm Francesco. Good. Okay, so then we move on. What do you do? What do you do? We normally say, what do you do? Asking about your general vocation, your work. What do you do? Mostly with your time. So what do you do? I teach. I teach. I can say that on its own. I teach. They might say, what do you teach? I teach singing. I teach English. I teach singing. I teach English. David says, is there a problem not to put an apostrophe in I'm? Yes, do put the apostrophe. One of the biggest problems that I come across with students is they don't use punctuation, and that makes it very difficult for us to understand them. So punctuation is very important and not to be overlooked. So please do use punctuation, particularly full stops, question marks, apostrophes, and commas. I also teach English singing, yes. So think of this more like this. I should have put lines rather than commas. So I teach singing and I teach English. I teach singing and I teach English. Or I teach singing and English. Okay, so tell me, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do generally? So I'm not asking what you're doing right now. I'm asking generally. Generally, what do you do? I study English. Brilliant. Perfect. I study business administration. Perfect. I work in administration. Good. I am a housewife. Good. So Nadia, you are a housewife. I am a housewife, but what do you do? I clean the house. I look after my family. Yes, I look after my family. I care for the children. Nasra, I study nursing. So we're talking about general, because Nasra's written I studying, but that's what you're doing right now. We're talking now and generally. Generally, what do you do? I study nursing. Califan, I write and draw. Alireza says, I am a programmer. Good. So I am a programmer. I program. So that's what you do. I program. I'm an employee of Technological Society, of the Technological Society. I work in Technological Science Society. I'm not sure what the Technological Society is, to be honest. I study technology. I study English. These are all good. So when we're talking about what we do, generally, so this is simple present. If you are a stickler for the rules, to be a stickler for the rules means that you like the rules, you follow the rules all the time, and you don't like it to be any different. So if you are a stickler for the rules, then we're talking here in the simple present tense. The simple present tense. Okay, so in the simple present tense, the verb to be, we're always going to use I am when talking about myself. I am. I am. But then when we're talking about what we do, we use the verb in its perfect form, in its infinitive. I teach. To teach, I teach. One of you, a new old says, I'm retired, so I relax. Is what you would say. I relax. I chill out. Okay, so I teach. What do you play? Do you do any sports? Do you play any games? Do you play card games, board games? I play squash. I play tennis. It's so simple, isn't it? I'm just using the verb in its base form, I play. I play games. I play the piano. I play the guitar. I play the clarinet. I don't really. I do play the piano a little bit. I can also talk about, and do tell me if you play anything. Long says, I play soccer with my friends. Perfect. I play workout. You don't play a workout, you just say, I work out. If you're someone who goes to the gym, you build your muscles, I work out. I work out. You don't play it. I play basketball. Good. But I'm not tall. That doesn't matter, as long as you're good. I play cricket once in a while. Perfect. I play football. I play guitar since 2009. Leandro, that's not right. And we'll talk about that later on in the lesson. I play violin. Spelling's wrong, Juma. It's V-I, not V-A, violin. I play the guitar. Good. Cool. Okay. So all these are base forms of the verb because it's something that's not just happening now, but it's a general fact, something that I'm doing generally. It's a habit. It's a habit that I play squash. I didn't just play squash today. I play squash every week. I play squash all the time. I play tennis all the time. It's a habit. It's generally what I do. So I use the base form, I play. I live, and I intend to live for a long time, in London. I live in London. This isn't temporary. This isn't where I'm staying for a week or for a few months. This is all the time. I live in London. I live in London. Okay? And I live with Frank. I live with Frank. Where do you live? Tell me where you live. Say, I live in, tell me. And I live with, and tell me someone you live with. So Emin says, I live in Jordan with my family. Perfect. I live in who. So I'm probably not saying that right. I'm almost certain I'm not saying that right, but very good, well written. Make sure when you're talking about I, that it's always a capital letter. Regularly I see people writing about themselves like this, I. This is wrong. You are important, so make sure you always put a capital letter for yourself. I, I'm. There's no exception to that rule. You are always capital. So please capitalize your I always. Francesco, do you live with me because you're called Frank? And I've said I live with Frank. Maybe. Are you here? Can I have another cup of tea, please, Frank? My tea's gone cold. I play a fool sometimes with my friends. I live in Dubai with my brother. Good. I live in Vietnam with my parents. Perfect. I live in Sao Paulo with my family. Perfect. Juma says, I'm in Ukraine almost 3 years now. How can I say I live or stay? So you could just say, I live in the Ukraine. So an interesting point here, if you live in the Ukraine, the United States of America, the United Kingdom, the British Isles, all these places use the. It's not true of every country, of course, but when you're saying Ukraine, United Kingdom or UK, and USA or United States of America, you say the. The. Okay. I'm Ukrainian too, says Julia. Excellent. So you'd say, I live in the Ukraine. I live in the Ukraine. I live in Hue City, Vietnam. Good. Francesco, thank you so much. He says, the tea is ready. Thank you. Guys, if you're only just joining me now and you are not already a subscriber, please do click that subscribe button. And if you have joined, you know who I am. Please give this video a thumbs up because every like helps me. And that would be very kind of you. Make yourself a cup of tea because I think we're going to be here for another 20 minutes at least, okay? So we've talked about general fact, what is true now and what is true in general. Let's now talk about what we're doing right now. Or actually, should we talk about you? So we talked about simple present for ourselves, saying I. What if we're saying you? So can somebody please write me a full paragraph, well, 4 sentences. Say I am, tell me your nationality, tell me what you do, tell me what you play, and tell me where you live. So for example, I want you to write for me, I am English, I teach singing, or I study English, I play the guitar, and I live in Vietnam. So I want someone to write me a full paragraph, and I'm going to use you as an example. So someone please do that for me now. I teach, I live, I am, something I do, something I play, and where I live. Okay, Marco. Marco, I can't use yours. So I need, I don't work. I play, I live. Okay, I'm just waiting for a few more to come through so I've got a good one for an example. I want ones on the positive, so no negative ones, as in like I do nots. So if we can just have one paragraph where it's all something that you do, something that you play, somewhere that you live. Okay, just waiting for one. I study, I play, I live. Okay, Emin, we're going to use yours. Yours is a perfect one for teaching. So, where is my red pen? So we've got Emin. So Emin says, I am Emin. So if I'm talking about you, I'd say, you are Emin. You are Emin. I'd say, you said, oh, where are you? I study business administration. So I'd say, you study. I'm just going to put BA, business administration, to make it quicker. You said, I play basketball. So I'd say, you play basketball. You said, I live in Jordan. So I say, you live in Jordan. Okay? So notice how when I said I am, but we say you are. So this is the change in the verb to be, which obviously has a lot of different versions. It changes a lot. So I am, you are. I am, you are. I know for some of you this is basic, but it's important that we know these differences. I am, you are. So I am Anna, you are Emin. I teach English. You study business administration. Notice how the verb hasn't changed. So regular verbs here do not change. Same again here. I play squash. You play basketball. And here, I live in London. You live in Jordan. So when we're talking about general facts, stuff that's general about us, the verb does not change, apart from this one, which is an irregular verb. I am, you are. If I was talking about you in the third person, if you're not here, and I'm talking about he, she, or it, then I would say, Emin, he is. So I am, you are, he is. He is Emin. Or you'd say she is, or it is. He, so when we're talking he, she, it, now this verb does change. So we add an S on the end, but obviously with studies, we have to also change the Y for an IS, IE. So he studies BA, Business Administration. Plays becomes just plays with an S. And lives also adds an S. He lives. So I am Anna, you are Emin, he is Emin. I teach English. You study business administration. He studies business administration. I play squash. You play basketball. He plays basketball. I live in London. You live in Jordan. He lives in Jordan. Oh, and I've spelled that wrong. Forgive me. Forgive me, you know what I'm like with my spelling. Terrible. Okay, so let's have a look at what you guys are saying. I hope this is helpful. I hope this is helpful for you and not too boring. What will happen if I use the incorrect grammar in the conversation with native speakers? Well, the floor will open up and swallow you. I'm just kidding. Nothing bad will happen apart from potentially they could misunderstand you. One of my students talks to me about his daughter a lot and regularly confuses he and she. And so he'll say he, talking about her, where he should say she. And so potentially I could think that he has a son, or I could be thinking he's talking about someone else. So it could cause huge miscommunication if your grammar isn't correct. Yeah, so grammar is important. It's better to be understood. That's the most important thing, to be understood. Okay, so this is simple present tense. This is simple present. This describes stuff that is generally true, habits in general, things that are happening now and always, or that have been happening for a while and will continue to happen for quite a long time. So generally, what's the facts? Okay, so we've covered I, you, he, she, it. If we're talking about they would be they are, they study, that would go back to a Y, they study, they play, that would go back to normal, they live. So they is quite easy. Is there anything else? We are, we study, we play, we live. Vincent, the most important thing is to communicate very well. Exactly. You're exactly right. They play. That's right. Isn't habit written with just one B? Very well. I was testing you. Do you know why? Because I was reading The Hobbit just last night. So I've confused myself with writing Hobbit. I've actually done a lesson using the text for Hobbit. And I've gotten confused. Thank you for that correction. See, we're all learning together. That's what I love about this community, is we're not nasty to each other. We support each other and help each other, because nobody's perfect. Even us natives, we are not perfect. Okay. Great. So let's move on. So let's talk about present continuous. What are we doing right now? What are we doing now? Oh, let me write this down. My arm is getting sore. I like Hobbit the movie very much. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? I love all the Tolkien stories, like all the Lord of the Rings. I have all the DVDs, the extended versions. Hello in Chile. Can I use it for animal? Yes, you could say the elephant, it was coming towards me. But if it's your pet, you might refer to him as he or she. If I had a male dog, I might say, oh, my dog, he was so happy to see me. So what are you doing now? What are you doing now? What's happening now? So this is going to be present continuous. So here, we use the same as before. We'd say, if I'm talking about me, I am. Then we'd use the verb and we'd add ing. So this is really easy. So I am, right now, I am. What am I doing? What am I doing? I am teaching. That's what I'm doing right now. I am teaching. I'm also, you could also say, I am talking. I am talking. Also, I had an accident on Tuesday night. This is true. I had an accident and I hurt my foot. I fell and I hurt my foot. And I've damaged my ligaments in my foot. So I could say, right now, I am hurting. My foot is hurting. It is hurting. So my foot, talking about my foot, it is hurting. My foot, it is hurting. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. So Kavita has done a really good job there. You've done the you. So I am teaching. So you said you are teaching. Perfect. So let's do it here. You are. So it's exactly what we used before. I am, you are. I am teaching. You are talking. You could say that about me, or I could say you guys are learning. Or listening. I hope you are. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're making breakfast and you have me on in the background. No, not breakfast. Is it morning for anyone? Is it early morning for anyone? So I am teaching. Hopefully you are listening. My foot, it is hurting. Nasra says, I am eating dinner and I'm watching your English lesson. I'm watching your English lesson or English video. I'm watching your lesson, Teota. Good. What's the difference between hurt and pain? It's interesting. I would never say I pain. I would say I hurt. I could say I feel pain and I feel... No, I don't feel hurt. I hurt and I feel pain. They're both the same. Obviously, they mean the same thing. We just use them in slightly different ways. I'm watching you on YouTube. So the important thing to remember with talking about now is we use the present simple of to be. I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, they are, we are. And then we use the verb with ing on the end. It's really simple, right? Really simple. Has anyone got any questions about this? So this is what we call present continuous, but honestly, most natives do not know the phrase present continuous. This is something I've had to learn so I can speak to you about it. I know how to use all these, but I don't know the phrase present continuous. Most natives don't know the phrase present continuous. So if you say to a native, but what is the present continuous of this? They'll say, huh? What? But just know if you're talking about now, we add ing. I am laughing, I am talking, I am listening, I am hoping, I am praying, I am thinking. So when we talk about where we live, earlier I said, I live in London. Lots of students tend to say to me, when I say, where are you from? They say, I am living. I am living. No, I've done that wrong. I am living in wherever. I am living in. The reason it should be I live in and not I am living in is because this suggests that it's just something you're doing for now, that you're not going to be living there for very long. So this is wrong. We don't say I am living in. unless it's like 3 weeks. So I'm moving house right now. I am living in temporary accommodation for 3 weeks. I am living in temporary accommodation for 3 weeks, and then I'll move into my new house. When I move into my new house, I'll say, I live in Bristol. I now live in London. At the moment, for a short period of time, I am living with my mum until I can get my own place. I am living with my mum until I can get to my own place. Okay? Khalifan is saying, I am getting a shower. Good. Mars Invader says, I live in Mars. We say, I live on Mars. I live on Mars. What's the weather like up there? I'm watching my beloved teacher teaching me a great lesson. Can I say I have been living? Yes, we'll come on to that in just a moment. All right. So, as long as you know the difference. If someone asks you where you live, and that's where you live, you're not planning to move in a few weeks, you say, I am living temporarily. I am living. But if it's where you're permanently based, I live in, or I live here. I live there. I live next door. Okay? So that's really easy. What are we doing now? Oh, I'm parched. Do you remember this word? Parched means I'm thirsty. This looks disgusting, but I promise you, it's a very healthy and very tasty drink. It's my vitamin C drink. Okay. If you're here and you're new, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Hello, thank you for joining us. And please, if you are here, whether you're new or not, please click the thumb. Please click the thumb. All right, so let's talk about present perfect continuous. Present perfect continuous. So present perfect continuous is something that started in the past and is still in progress. So it's something that started and is still in progress. So it's when we use have been and has been. So what have you been doing today? So before I said what are you doing? And now I'm saying what have you been doing? So the clue is in the question. What have you been doing? So I would say, I have been. And then you'd use the verb and ing. So I have been something, ing. I have been doing something for some, and you might use, I'll bring this up in a minute. I'm going to write these down here. For and since. So I have been. What have I been doing this morning? This morning I have been teaching. And I use this because it's something I started earlier today and I'm still doing now. I have been teaching. And a little clue to help you know you're in this tense is I might say I have been teaching since or for. So I could say I have been teaching since 8 o'clock this morning. So I have been teaching since. That tells me when the action started. Well, it tells you when the action started. I have been teaching since 8 o'clock this morning. And I use this form to say it's still happening now. I have been teaching since 8 o'clock this morning and I'm still teaching now. I have been thinking about going out tonight. So it's something I started to think about this morning and I'm still thinking about it. I have been thinking about going out tonight. I have been thinking about you all day. Okay, some of you are saying that you're leaving because you've got things to do. If you're leaving, have a nice day. Oh, excellent. So Zabingnui has said, I have been learning English for 2 years. Perfect. Good. So I could say I have been teaching you guys for 40 minutes. I've been teaching you guys for 40 minutes. Teota, I have been studying. Cool. So if I say, what have you been doing? You say, I have been studying. That's what I'm doing. Can you not see my textbook, my whiteboard? I have been cleaning my flat. Perfect, Claudia. Maybe you could come and clean my flat. I'm joking. I've been think about you. I have been. Make sure you use have been. I have been. I have been thinking about you. I have been living in the Ukraine for 3 years. Good. So at the moment, I think you are living in Vietnam. No, I live in London. I'm living in London. I have been writing my thesis. Very good. I've been watching your lesson for 1 month. I've been watching your lesson for 1 month. If you're talking about a specific period of time, 1 hour, 3 days, 1 month, you'd say for this amount of time. If you're talking about a specific point in time where it started, 5 o'clock, Monday, last week, last year. So you're saying when it started, not how long, you'd say since. When did it start? Well, I've been doing it since the 4th of April. How long have you done it for? I've done it for 1 month. Since when? What point? For how long? I've been listening to you since 4 o'clock. Perfect. I have, or you can say I've, so you can shorten this to I've, but you must use both of these words. I have been, I've been waiting here for 20 minutes. I have been to go London 6 times. That's not right. You could say I have been going to London. I have been holidaying in London for many years. But you can't say I have been go to London 6 times. You could say I have been to London, but then we're talking in a different tense. Because we're talking about things that are happening now that started a little while ago. I have been learning English since I was in elementary school. Perfect. Good. Let's talk about you. You have been teaching. You have been teaching. We have been learning. They have been. She has been. Oh, there's a change. If we do she or he or it becomes has been. She has been teaching. So if you're talking about me to somebody else, you'd say, she has been teaching since 10 o'clock. She has been teaching me for a year. It has been raining this morning. It has been raining all morning. It has been raining all day. It has been raining all day. I have been thinking for several minutes what to write about. You could say, I have been thinking for several minutes about what to write. She has been writing she has been waiting for a train for 2 hours. A train, or the train. I've been trying to call your attention for 1 hour. I've been trying to get your attention. I'm trying to get your attention. She has been there for 3 days. Yeah, she has been there. Yeah, she's been there for 3 days. That works as a sentence. It doesn't quite fit into this structure, but that works. I have been sleeping since our wedding. Oh gosh, you must be very tired. Sorry, my wife has been sleeping since our wedding. You must have tired her out. Okay, so that's present perfect continuous. Let's move on to present perfect simple. See, the problem with all of these is that they all sound the same. You've got simple present, present continuous, perfect present perfect continuous, present perfect simple. They all sound the same. If they were very different, it would be much easier to remember these titles for these tenses. Don't you find it confusing? I'm dyslexic, and so if things are too similar, I get them very confused. If those of you who haven't heard of the word dyslexic before, it's people who they think about things differently, and so that's why my spelling isn't so great, because I see things differently and I work things differently in my brain. Okay, so we're talking about perfect, present perfect simple. Present perfect simple. So this is basically talking about something that happened in the past, that started in the past but has now finished. But what's just happened has had an impact on the present. Okay, so this is I have. So I might say, what happened? Might be a good. What happened? What happened? You say, I have. No, let's say, what have you done? Would be a better one. What have you done? What have you done? I have. So what have you done today? I have. And then the past of it. I have played. So, hello, good morning. Hi, what have you done today? Well, I have played tennis, so I'm a bit tired. I have played tennis, so I'm a bit tired. So it's something that I've done recently. It's recently finished and it's had an impact on how I feel now. Okay, so I have played. So I'm using the past of the verb. I'm using I have, you have, we have, he has, she has, it has. What's the difference between... Okay, we're not talking about past today. We're not talking about past today, but if we did, it would just simply be I played. I played and I have played. But this is more like something that's just recently happened. It's not happening anymore, and it has an impact on what we're talking about now. So if it has an impact on the present, then we use this tense. I have played. I played tennis. So you might use words with it like already. So if you say to me, would you like to play tennis? And I go, oh, I have already played this morning. I've already played this morning, sorry. So the fact that this action is completed, it's having an impact on what we're talking about now. It's having an impact because I can't play with you again because I've just played. I have already played this morning. I have already played. We could also say, I said just, didn't I? So you say just. That means it's happened literally a few moments ago. I've just finished. I have just finished. Say, why haven't you washed the dishes? I have just finished eating. Give me a chance. I have just, go in there, I have just finished eating. I have just finished eating. We might also use not yet. So I'd say, I have not yet, I've not yet played with him. Yeah, so if it's in the negative, why don't you partner up with Frank? Oh, I can't. I have not yet played with him. I've not yet played with him. Does that work? Yes, it does. I've not yet played with him. Can we just say T just finished eating? Can we just say I just finished eating? Sometimes you'll hear natives missing out this and just saying I just finished. But it should be I have. It should be I've. So again, this can be shortened to I've. I've just finished eating. I've not played yet, Emmett. Yes, so you can split them up. I've not played yet. Why are you waiting? Why are you still here? I've not played yet. I'm still waiting to go on. I've just finished my homework. Very good, Welled. Very good. Why aren't you wearing a seatbelt? I've just got into the car. Please give me a break. I mean, that works. It doesn't follow this format, but it does work. I've been planning to visit London someday. Yeah, that works with the previous one we talked about. Let's look at some other words that you might use with this one. So you might use so far. So you could say, I've learnt 5 words so far. Oh, I've learnt 5 words so far. I've learnt, that's obviously the past form. I have learnt 5 words so far. So how's the studying going? You're still studying. I am studying. I have been studying since 8 o'clock this morning, and I have learnt 5 words so far, because this is something you've done and it's finished. Those words are learnt. I have learnt 5 words so far. You can say I have eaten already. You can say that. I have eaten already. I have eaten already. I have eaten already. You can say up to now. I have learnt 5 words up to now. Caesar, you'd say I have worked all night. I have worked since 8 p.m. last night. I have been working since 8 p.m. last night. Ooh, Faisal. Saucy. How use being. So if you're only just joining, we've covered some of the other forms of the present tense. So what you can do is slide back and go back to the beginning of the lesson. Okay? Let's just look at some others. Up to now, till now, we could say, till now. I have. How would I use that? Till now, until now. I have slept until now. I have slept until now. I've only just woken up. I have slept until now. I have watched a wonderful play recently. You would say, I have just watched. I have just watched a wonderful play. I have just watched a wonderful play. Okay, so I have, you have, we have, they have, she has, he has, it has. And then the past form of that verb. Okay, well, that basically covers the present. So talking about things in general, I am, you are, and then when we use verbs, I play, I learn, I study. These are things in general. We don't change the verb. And then we were talking about what are we doing now? What are we doing now? I am learning. You are learning. And then we talked about things that started in the past that are still going on. I have been learning since. I have been talking for. And then things that started in the past have finished but still have an impact. I have played. I have taught. I have spoken to you about. Okay? All right. I hope you found that helpful. Like I've said on many occasions, grammar rules can be very confusing, and English people do not learn grammar rules. We don't go to nursery as tiny tots and sit there sucking our dummies with teachers talking to us about present simple, simple past, present continuous. We don't learn these ever. We don't learn these. We learn through interaction. We learn through what we hear. We learn that for me to talk about what I'm doing now, I must say, I am doing this now. I am doing this now. I am eating now. We just learn through absorbing the language. And I think this is the best way to learn. Well, it's the best way to become fluent and to sound like a native. But as most of you like to know the grammar rules, that's why I thought I would do that lesson for you. But even I find it confusing, and I am fluent. So I would say don't get too hung up on the rules. Don't worry too much about the rules. Just keep absorbing the language. You should be trying to speak every day. I do have daily pronunciation videos on Instagram. So if nothing else, come and join me on Instagram and every day listen to that pronunciation video and just repeat it to yourself. You should be watching programs. You should be watching films in English. Have the subtitles if you need to, but try to do it without subtitles for a little time to just get used to watching, listening, understanding the situation, and maybe you'll only hear a few words you understand, but that's how children learn. That's how we learn the language in the first place. You should be writing. Don't ignore the writing. You should write your shopping list in English. Write out some notes in English every day. What else should you be doing? You should be listening. You should be listening. So, radio programs, podcasts, audiobooks. I've just discovered audiobooks and I think they're fantastic, especially when I'm trying to sleep. I'm actually releasing a video later this evening, which is an ASMR video, which is about listening and absorbing while you relax. I've never done one before, so you might hate it, you might love it, I don't know. You can give me your honest feedback when I release it. But I decided to do this because of, people requesting it, but also because I listen to audiobooks when I try to sleep. It helps to relax me, and it's fantastic. And you can get free audiobooks. I know some of you don't have much disposable income and just want as many free resources as you can get, which is great, and the internet is so good for that. But there is a link for a free Audible trial, which you can get for 30 days. And in 30 days, you can listen to 30 books. And when you're on that trial, there are many free audio books as well. So if you go to the Audible link, it's just in the description box here, download the free trial, try and listen to at least 10 audiobooks, and you'll be amazed from listening how much your English comes along. Okay. And also, of course, YouTube videos. I have over 100 videos here. Have you seen them all? That's not just me. There are plenty of YouTubers here as well who are doing fantastic lessons in English. So, you know, make YouTube part of your daily viewing. All right, guys, I'm going to go. Thank you to my patrons as always, and from next week I will be doing patron only sessions, even if it is just with 1 or 2 students. So potentially if you are a patron, you are very likely to get a very intimate one-on-one focused lesson with me. So if you are interested in getting involved with that, I'm also doing giveaways for my patrons every month. If you're a patron, even if you're just paying $1 a month, patrons will be entered into a giveaway and get a free 15-minute Skype call with me, whoever wins, that is. And I've only got like, 9 patrons, so your chance of winning is very high. If you're interested in that and all the other awards that come with patronage, then the link is in the description. Otherwise, guys, have a fabulous day. Thank you for joining me. Take care. Give this video a like and make sure you're subscribed.